Hi everyone, there's a big update coming for Clash of Clans, as you've probably heard by now, and this video is going to cover everything you need to know regarding shields, trophies, league bonuses, village guard feature, and the new personal break system. Hi everyone, this is John over Common Sense Clashing, and tonight I want to talk to you about all of the new updates that are coming, really that are going to change the game and how we play Clash of Clans, and some of these features are going to be really easy for us to adopt to, but there's going to be a few features that are coming out that are going to require us to think through some of the strategies that we're familiar with. But let me talk about just really the overall picture for what's going on. Clash has been around since 2012. Since it was released, they really haven't had to make too many really giant changes to the system. But the game has changed so much in that time frame, naturally, that really when you look at the trophy leagues now and how high they go, those leagues, certainly even Champion, into Titan and now Legend, those things were never even considered when they released the original Clash of Clans and the DNA of the game. So it makes sense that there's finally an update coming that's going to address some of the challenges that players who are pushing to those levels are now facing, because the original system just wasn't really designed to work well, thinking through just how stretched out some of those bases get. Certainly if you're a Town Hall 7 or Town Hall 8 and you push up into Champion 2 or Champion 1 or even into Titan, the game is really, it's off-centered, it's off-balanced. And so this update that they're releasing now is really helping to bring balance to that. Now, when they released it, guys, I worked for a software company for 3.5 years. I know how challenging some of these releases can be and how you communicate them. And I want to just say, I think that the update overall makes sense. And I think that when we finally get to download it and actually play it, we'll see that. But the way it was communicated, I certainly agree with several on the forums who are a little bit frustrated. Everything was not as clear as it could have been, and there certainly was some pieces that were left out, so to speak, as we were getting little bits of information. But let me talk about what is staying the same. And they didn't really highlight this too much, but it was there in the notes. The way that we acquire stars by attacking bases, that is staying the same. So that means that if you want to get stars when you go to attack, you want to win a multiplayer match, you have to get 50% of the base to get 1 star. You're going to have to get the Town Hall to get the 2nd star, and you're going to have to get 100% of the base to get the 3rd star. So 50%, the Town Hall, and 100%, that adds up to those 3 stars. That is not changing. Right now, the way that we acquire shields is not based on stars, however, it's based on percentage of damage done to the base. So currently, if you get attacked and your opponent fails to get 50%, but they do get 40%, you receive a shield. That's changing. And so what they're doing is they're actually dropping that down. In order to get a 12-hour shield, your opponent needs to do 30% damage to your base, and they need to drop 1/3 of the army capacity that you are able to hold. So your Town Hall level, 1/3 or 33% of your army capacity, they have to drop that number of troops on your base for you to receive a shield. Now if they do 60% damage to your base, you're going to get a 14-hour shield. If they do 90% damage to your base, you're going to get a 16-hour shield. Now the shields are changing also in that while you have a shield, you can actually try to revenge and look for multiplayer matches without that shield breaking. What will happen is if you decide to attack another base while you have a current shield up, let's just say hypothetically you got attacked and you got steamrolled. You got, somebody came in, they restarted your base, and you have a 16-hour shield now. Based on the new update, you're going to be able to run a couple of attacks before your shield will actually break. And what I mean by that is the first attack that you are going to make will take off 3 hours off of that shield, so your shield will be reduced from 16 hours to 13 hours. Now for your second attack, you can attack again. That's going to remove 4 more hours off of that shield. So let's just say you gemmed up another army and you want to go look for another base to raid to recoup your loot that you lost, that 16-hour shield that dropped down to 13 it now drops down to 9. And let's just say you want to go one more time and you want to attack another time, a third time there, it will remove 5 hours from your shield at that point, which drops your shield down to 4 hours. So really then you can continue to attack if you'd like to. After that you're gonna have a 6-hour drop in after that, and then 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, and really those only come to play if you were to purchase a 1-week shield and then try to attack through that shield, which you could do. I don't really see why you would want to do that. It seems like a waste of gems to me, but anyway, those are the numbers. First attack is -3 hours, -4 hours for the second, -5 for the third, and as you go down the list it's -6, -8, -10, -12. Now again, you have to have at least 1/3 of the troop capacity of your base. That means not the attacker's base, but the defender's base. 1/3 of their troop capacity has to be deployed against them, and once that is taken place, they will go ahead and be eligible to receive a shield. So let me give you guys a real life scenario where this might actually play out, and you'll see how it works. I'm a Town Hall 9 with my main account. I have 220 army capacity in my army camps. I have 30 army capacity in my clan castle, and I have 50 army troops that are really what the game considers as my heroes. Each hero is 25 troop spaces. So my barbarian king and my archer queen are each 25. So if you add those up, 220 plus 30 plus 50, that's 300 troops. The game is now going to say, as a Town Hall 9, I need to have at least 100 troops deployed against me for me to be eligible to receive a shield for that attack. So, small armies that are just trying to hit a base, chances are they're not going to give that base a shield even if they did some damage. The only concern that I have with this, guys, is that if there are Super Queen attacks, and we're seeing those Super Queen attacks coming out, and the queen is just wrecking bases and taking loot without giving the defender a shield, that could get annoying. And so we'll see how it plays out, and I'm sure that Supercell is going to tweak some things as they see issues as they move forward, and naturally they're going to listen to the community. So make sure that you let Supercell know what you see and what you like and what you don't like through the Clash of Clans forums. They do read that stuff. I know because I've interacted with some of them through there, and they're great people. So let them know what you think as you're seeing how this plays out. Once your shield runs out, you're going to have a brand new feature kick in called the Village Guard. And also the other thing that's going to start is your personal break timer. Both those things start when your shield expires. So let me say that one more time. When your shield expires, two things will happen. Your personal break timer will start, and your Village Guard will go into effect. Village Guard is going to be given to everyone in the game free after their shield breaks or ends. And think of it really as a tier 2 shield with unique rules. The goal with giving people the Village Guard was to help them attack a few more times without them getting hammered or attack themselves by people once their shield is up. And so it's kind of a little bit of a grace period that the game, Supercell is trying to give to players in the game. Again, everybody is going to receive a Village Guard, which is like this tier 2 shield system with its own unique rules in every single league. But depending on the league that you're in, the Village Guard will last for varied amounts of time. So for all leagues under Champion, there's going to be a free 15-minute Village Guard feature, and you can attack people with the Village Guard, active, and it's not going to shorten the time on it. And it's just going to let you just have a little bit of extension after your official shield is up. Everyone who's in Champion, Champion 1, 2, and 3, they're going to get 30 minutes of Village Guard after their shield is up. Those who are in Titan 3 will get 1 hour. Those who are in Titan 2 will get 2 hours of Village Guard. And those who are in Titan 1 will get 3 hours of Village Guard. And that's really just to help those guys who are way up there in the high trophy leagues have some more time to search for bases, because honestly the higher you get, the more time you spend in the clouds searching for bases. And so what the developers at Supercell are trying to do is help those clashers who are pushing those high trophy numbers, give them a little bit of grace, because they're having to spend a ton of time in the clouds, and I don't think that the game is going to fix that with this update. So hopefully the village guard is going to give them some opportunity to continue to look for attacks without them being exposed to attacks themselves. So that should really help them. The personal break timer is the other thing that will go into effect right after your shield is up. And what that is it's a timer that starts, and the game will count 3 hours of cumulative playtime against you. And once you've played for 3 hours, it will force you to log off for 6 minutes. And during that 6 minutes, you're going to naturally not have a shield. The personal break timer is never in effect while you have a shield. So let me say that again. The personal break timer is only going to be active when your shield has expired or when you've broken your shield. So you get to play for 3 hours then. You can extend that to 5 hours if you would like by purchasing a 2-hour village guard for 10 gems in the store. Or after that 3 hours, whenever the personal break timer is up, you will be forced offline for 6 minutes to be attacked. And that way, guys, here's the whole thing about this, and I think this is actually a good thing. The more I've thought about this, there are some guys who use software to cheat the system in Clash of Clans and essentially stay online 24/7, and their base never gets exposed to attack. This is going to solve that. This is going to fix the guys who are out there who are cheating the game and not letting anybody else attack them. So the personal break timer is really a great feature to help keep fair play in the game. And for me, looking at the game and me, running a clan and also playing with my son, I got a 9-year-old boy that I let play on a base that I have, and I like the idea of, hey, let's have a good game that we can play with a bunch of people and have fun, and there's fair play. So guys, I think that the personal break timer is going to be good. What will happen is if you get attacked and you get a shield with the personal break timer that forces you off and you get a new shield, it basically resets everything. And so I think for most cases that's what's going to happen. You're going to get a brand new shield, everything will be reset, you get to play all the way through that shield plus 3 hours after the shield breaks or after the shield's done. If for whatever reason you're not attacked within that 6 minutes, the game will let you get back on, or if there's an attack against you but it fails. So let's just say somebody's trophy dumping and they maybe dropped 1 or 2 troops on your base, but then they quit. The game will let you get back on for 15 minutes after that 6-minute forced off period. You will be able to restock your clan castle troops or request new troops. You're going to be able to reset your traps. And here's some good news about traps, guys. Traps in this update are going to receive a 75% reduced price. That's right, traps in this update are going to receive a 75% reduced price. The expos, if you're Town Hall 9 or above, are going to get a 70% reduction in price for resetting those. So those are really nice bonuses that they're giving to Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 10s, and soon to be the new Town Hall 11s. But there is a mercy rule where if you have gone through 2 different 6-minute personal breaks where they forced you off because you didn't get a new shield, and you have to go through a 3rd one, what's going to happen is the personal break timer will reset and you will be granted a new village guard based on the league that you're currently in. So again, if you are in bronze through masters, you'll get a 15-minute village guard. If you are in champion, any of the champion leagues, you're going to get 30 minutes. If you're in Titan 3, 1 hour, Titan 2, 2 hours, Titan 1 and above will be 3 hours. So you will be able to get back on and play. I don't think that's going to happen very much, guys. I think probably what will happen is if you do hit that 3-minute, or 3-hour time, you're going to get forced off, you're going to get a shield, and you're going to be able to keep playing. I just think that's the way it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I think some people are probably blowing it out of proportion. In addition to those new features, there is going to be a big change regarding your town hall. Your town hall is now going to be considered a resource building. And your clan castle will also be considered a resource building as well, which means that goblins, and perhaps I'm wondering if there's going to be a new troop. I don't know, this is just me kind of talking here, but I'm wondering if there's going to be a new troop perhaps that targets resource buildings and assists with the goblins in raiding. But your town hall is going to be turned into a resource building. Goblins are going to do twice the number or twice the amount of damage that they do on normal buildings on your town hall and on your clan castle now. And your town hall is going to turn into a storage, really. It's going to be the equivalent of 1 gold storage, 1 elixir storage, and 1/4 of your DE or your dark elixir storage for your base. So if you have all 4 of your gold and elixir storages, that means it's going to hold 1/5 of your gold, 1/5 of your elixir, and 1/4 of your dark elixir. Now, there was a developer's note on the description of the change for your town hall, and it did say that your town hall has to be completely destroyed for the loot inside to be given up during a raid. Now, again, I'm not sure if that was something that maybe is still in development and they're going to change it before it releases, but the way that it read, it looked like your town hall had to be completely destroyed before it gave that loot up. But anyway, this should be interesting. It should be interesting to see how it changes raiding. It should be interesting to see how it changes your troop composition, especially in the higher levels. Again, I think if they're going to release a new dark troop, it would be really cool to see a new dark troop released that targets specifically resource buildings. We don't have that right now. I think it would be a really good addition to the game. And knock on wood, we'll see what happens with that, but I think it would be cool to see that. Now, there are a few changes to league bonuses and also to the trophies awarded to players who are in higher trophy leagues. So let me talk real quick about that, and we will probably wrap it up then as soon as we're done with those things. But the league bonuses, let me just give you like Champion 3 for an example. The current system, which is soon to be the old system, was you're going to get 180,000 gold and 180,000 elixir as a win bonus in Champion 3 with 1,200 dark elixir. That is changing based on the destruction that you're able to pull off on a base. So if you can pull a 50% destruction on a base, you're going to get 160,000 of golden elixir and 976 dark elixir. If you can get up to 70% destruction, you're going to get 200,000 golden elixir, which is more than the current or soon to be old model. And you're going to get 1,220 dark elixir, which really isn't that much more, it's only 20 more. But I think what the developers are trying to help players with is incentivize them to really pull off good attacks. If you're going to be pushing high up in the trophies, into the high trophy leagues, they want to incentivize you to pull off really good attacks, and I think it's good. And one of the reasons I think this is good is, as a clan leader, having guys that I bring into clan wars with me on a regular basis, I want to know that they can pull off good attacks. And especially with clan wars, you need to not only get stars, but you also need to get the damage percentage on bases. And we've had a few ties in our clan that happens. And so whenever you're having that tiebreaker and it's looking at the damage percentage, I want to know that I'm bringing guys into the wars that can pull off some pretty devastating attacks. So I think that this is a good thing that Supercell is putting in. If you're a farmer, on the other hand, and you're barching, you're not barching in high trophy leagues. You're barching down in gold, you're barching down in silver, and you're just concerned about getting the 50% win, and that way you can maintain your trophy count. So I don't think you're going to be that concerned with the league win bonus, so to speak. That doesn't really matter to you. I farmed a lot when I was coming up through the ranks. I know what you guys are doing. This really shouldn't have that much effect on farmers. The last thing that I want to talk about is the trophy grind and the trophies awarded and taken from players who are getting into high leagues. I did a video not long ago talking about some of the issues with the way that trophies work, and so I'll post a link to that video in the description here below, as well as links to all of the developers' notes for all of these updates, so that way you can go back and you can look at those. But under the old system, you could push far beyond where the other bases of your Town Hall level were. So say, for example, you were Town Hall 7. and you push all the way up to Champion 2, the vast majority of Town Hall 7s that you're going to find in matchmaking are going to either be back down in Crystal, or maybe perhaps Masters, and you are only going to get one trophy for beating them because you're just so far ahead of them. The game is now going to adjust that, and so if you are in up to gold, you're going to get a minimum of one trophy for beating, regardless of how wide your spread is between your trophy count and the person you're attacking. If you get into Crystal, it's going to give you a minimum of 2. Into Master, it's going to give you a minimum of 3. Champion, a minimum of 4. And Titan, a minimum of 5. And then as you get into Titan 1 and above, it's going to give you a minimum of 6 trophies, regardless of how far below you that base is that you're attacking. You're also not going to be exposed as you're getting up that high to lose 56 trophies like some of you have been doing. Instead, now they're reducing that to 48, so the max you'll be losing as you're getting up into those high trophy leagues is 48 trophies. But who you're getting matched against, that's not going to change. You guys are going to still find the exact same bases that you've been getting matched against. That's all going to stay the same. If you are attacking below your Town Hall level, you're going to see slightly reduced amount of loot available to you, and that's always been the case with Clash of Clans. If you try to attack a Town Hall weaker than you, that's a Town Hall level below you, you will not get the 100% amount of loot that's actually on that base. It's always been reduced. They're going to reduce it down a little bit more. And if you're in Champion, they're going to tighten some of the way that the game works, the algorithm there, so that you should not see bases more than one Town Hall level removed from your own. So if you're a Town Hall 9, you shouldn't see Town Hall 11s, hopefully, and you also shouldn't be seeing Town Hall 7s. You should be seeing Town Hall 8s and Town Hall 10s, and hopefully a few Town Hall 9s. But anyway, that's the way it's working, guys. I hope this helps you thinking about all the new updates that are coming out. And as you're looking at the game, hopefully you're getting excited about this new update. I know I am, and hopefully we'll see you on the other side. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. And as always, please like and subscribe to this video. This is John at Common Sense Clashing, helping you clash smarter, not harder.